Every single day, we pass by hundreds of ordinary faces without realizing that somewhere in this world exist people so extraordinary that even science is amazed by them. Some were born with conditions so rare they occur in only 1 out of millions, while others survived challenges that seemed completely impossible and rewrote their own destinies. The stories you're about to see are not Hollywood movies or special effects. These are real people with real lives, and their journeys will leave you shocked from the very first moments. Today we're going to explore some of the rarest people on Earth and the unbelievable but true stories behind them. And trust me, the more you watch, the harder it will be to look away from the screen. If you enjoy strange, mysterious, and inspiring content like this, make sure to hit like right now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another incredible video. And now, let's begin. Caitlin Hellyer, an 18-year-old girl from Devon, England, is courageously breaking barriers and challenging society's strict beauty standards within the fashion industry. Born with achondroplasia, a condition that limited her height to just 1.02 meters, Caitlin never viewed her appearance as an obstacle. Instead, thanks to the love and encouragement of her parents, she grew up embracing and taking pride in her uniqueness. Facing constant difficulties finding clothes that fit properly, the young woman creatively adapted by shopping in children's sections or altering outfits herself to create a personal style that reflected her individuality. Photos of her everyday fashion shared on Instagram quickly captured widespread attention and earned an overwhelming amount of positive support from online communities. Realizing that her influence could help others facing similar struggles with clothing and self-confidence, Caitlin decided to expand her work as a fashion blogger to spread positivity and empowerment. Her inspiring journey has not only created a practical space for sharing fashion advice, but has also delivered a powerful message about self-expression and individuality, encouraging people everywhere to step into the spotlight and proudly shine regardless of physical limitations. Hidden behind the body of a preschool child is the fiery spirit of a strong and determined 19-year-old woman. Aboli Jarit from India stands only 102 centimeters tall due to a rare medical condition that affects kidney function and bone development, causing her physical growth to stop prematurely. Instead of developing over time, her skeletal structure seemed to have fallen asleep, turning Aboli's life into a journey filled with physical challenges that few people could ever imagine. This is not just a medical condition, but a harsh twist of fate that forced her to learn how to survive in a world not designed for someone so small. Yet rather than allowing adversity to define her life, Aboli chose to face the world with a radiant smile and a heart overflowing with passion. Instead of hiding in insecurity, this courageous young woman boldly pursued her love for the arts, especially her dream of becoming a professional singer and model. Her confident appearances on major music talent shows and social media platforms shattered society's harsh beauty standards and expectations. Through her emotional singing voice and radiant personality, Aboli Jarit has proven to millions of people that physical height can never limit the greatness of one's dreams. With the unwavering support and unconditional love of her family, she continues striving every single day to spread positivity and encourage others to proudly embrace their differences. Aboli Jarit's story is a powerful reminder that when we courageously accept our true selves and refuse to give up, Every obstacle can become a stepping stone towards shining in our own unique way. The love story of Anna and Texie is a beautiful example of the power of understanding and the courage to overcome society's harsh judgments. Their life-changing meeting happened about 3 years ago when Anna, then 23 years old, was invited to work as a makeup artist for Texie, a 29-year-old performer widely recognized for her remarkably unique appearance. Born with Kenny-Caffey Syndrome, Texie stands at just 1.01 meters tall, which often led to awkward and emotional situations where strangers mistakenly assumed she was the daughter of her girlfriend, who is 1.55 meters tall. Their noticeable physical differences brought countless negative reactions and judgmental stares from people both online and in real life. Anna even faced cruel and disrespectful comments about their relationship from strangers who refused to understand their bond. However, instead of giving in to public pressure or allowing hateful opinions to tear them apart, Anna and Texie chose to stand strong together and defend their genuine love with remarkable resilience and courage. Anna firmly expressed that the love she feels for her partner comes genuinely from the heart, something natural and impossible to control, and that there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Meanwhile, Texie openly rejected the harmful assumptions people made about them, emphasizing that they are deeply connected life partners, not a mother and daughter. By proudly sharing their journey together, Anna and Texie hope to spread a powerful message of acceptance, reminding the world that everyone deserves to be loved and respected fully, while encouraging people to let go of harsh judgment and celebrate the diverse beauty of true love. For 13 long years, Shelby Kiniry, a 20-year-old young woman, endured severe abdominal pain that gradually left her physically exhausted. However, she was repeatedly misdiagnosed with an eating disorder and was even referred to psychological support therapies because of medical misunderstandings surrounding her condition. It was only after her weight dropped to a dangerously alarming level that doctors finally discovered the real cause. Shelby was actually suffering from Superior Mesenteric Artery Syndrome, an extremely rare digestive disorder in which the small intestine becomes compressed between two arteries, causing a serious blockage. Discovering the true root cause of her condition opened a brighter new chapter in the young woman's life, finally freeing her from the invisible burden of years of misunderstanding and false assumptions. Today, although Shelby Caneri is still gradually rebuilding her strength and currently relies on a feeding tube to receive liquid nutrition each day, she continues to maintain an incredibly inspiring sense of optimism. Through her resilience and determination to overcome adversity, Shelby has courageously rebuilt her life and proudly become a powerful source of inspiration for others battling rare medical conditions. Overcoming the harsh limitations of brittle bone disease, Carrie Velasquez has painted a vibrant and inspiring life through her passion for makeup artistry. Born in Puerto Rico with Osteogenesis Imperfecta, a rare condition that makes the bones extremely fragile, Carrie spent much of her life relying on a wheelchair while facing countless physical challenges. Yet instead of allowing adversity to shape her destiny, she discovered hope and purpose through makeup brushes and colorful palettes. Through relentless self-learning and an unwavering passion for beauty and creativity, Carrie Velasquez gradually rose to become a talented makeup artist capable of transforming every face into a stunning work of art. Rather than letting physical limitations hold her back, she chose to use her talent, determination, and hard work to prove her worth to the world. On social media platforms, Carrie Velasquez has captured widespread attention not only because of her professional makeup skills, but also because of her confidence and the positive energy she shares with others. Every time she appears in public, she sends a powerful message that true beauty should never be limited by physical appearance or society's strict standards. Do you agree that confidence is the most powerful kind of beauty? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue sharing more positive and inspiring stories like Carrie's together. The ongoing psychological battle with trichotillomania has never stopped Kelsey Hannah, a 30-year-old mother of two from Edmonton, Canada. Having struggled with the condition since childhood, she frequently pulled out most of the hair on her scalp, along with her eyelashes and eyebrows. Trichotillomania is classified as a body-focused repetitive behavior, BFRB, and is considered a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder that can be triggered by anxiety and stress. Although recent studies suggest there may also be neurological factors connected to the condition. Despite these challenges, instead of hiding in shame or concealing her differences, Kelsey chose to confront her fears with courage. By openly sharing her personal journey, she not only lifted the burden of stigma from herself, but also spread a powerful and uplifting message to others. Her inspiring optimism has become a beacon of hope, encouraging people facing similar struggles to step out of the shadows and proudly embrace the unique beauty that makes them who they are. What seemed like an ordinary camping trip unexpectedly became the life-changing turning point that forever altered the course of Hayley Tennant's life. The vibrant young Australian woman tragically experienced a rare accident when she fell into a campfire while asleep, resulting in devastating injuries across her entire face. When Hayley finally woke up after a long coma and ongoing medical treatment, she was forced to confront a heartbreaking reality. The familiar face she once knew had been completely transformed, and ahead of her lay a long and difficult journey filled with countless complex reconstructive surgeries. Even so, rather than allowing despair and insecurity to consume her, this resilient young woman chose to confront adversity with remarkable strength and optimism. Her recovery journey demanded not only extraordinary physical endurance, but also an intense emotional battle as she learned to accept and fully embrace the new version of herself. With the priceless support and unconditional love of her partner and family, Hayley courageously overcame the heaviest emotional barriers. She chose not to hide from society's gaze or conceal her scars, but instead proudly shared her recovery journey on social media, transforming her personal story into a powerful source of healing and inspiration. Through her radiant smile and deeply grateful outlook on life, Hayley Tennant has shattered rigid beauty standards and redefined what true strength and beauty really mean. She spreads a deeply meaningful message that true beauty does not come from physical perfection, but shines through resilience, compassion, and the courage within a person's heart. Hayley's remarkable journey of recovery has now become a bright beacon of hope, continuously inspiring countless people who are struggling to overcome hardships, encouraging them to rise again with confidence and shine proudly in their own unique way. Born with the rare Holt-Oram syndrome, which left her without both arms, Linda Bannon never allowed physical limitations to define the boundaries of her dreams. Instead of surrendering to adversity, the resilient American woman trained herself to use her feet with extraordinary skill in every aspect of daily life. from cooking, applying makeup, and writing to even swimming. Overcoming society's curious stares and harsh judgments, Linda not only built a completely independent life, but also found peace and happiness beside a loving partner who fully understood and supported her. Determined to create a complete and loving family, she bravely gave birth to her son Timmy, despite knowing he would inherit the same genetic condition. Through boundless love and an inspiringly optimistic spirit, Linda helped her son transform their differences into strengths, becoming powerful symbols of courage and perseverance. Linda Bannon's remarkable journey has proudly delivered a profound message of humanity. The only true limits exist within the mind, and anyone can create a beautiful and fulfilling life through determination, resilience, and a heart overflowing with love. After a tragic accident at an amusement park at the age of 11, the life of Lulu Gilreath changed forever as she faced severe injuries to her head. Yet, instead of allowing the devastating event to break her spirit, Lulu's recovery journey became a shining symbol of resilience and extraordinary optimism. Through numerous complex surgeries and long periods of treatment that demanded immense physical and emotional strength, she continued to face each day with a bright smile and an inspiringly positive attitude. The unwavering support of her family, the dedication of medical professionals, and the overwhelming love from the community gave Lulu the priceless strength she needed to bravely overcome every difficult stage of her healing journey. Rather than hiding or feeling ashamed of the physical changes caused by her treatment, Lulu chose to face her new life with confidence and pride, sharing a powerful message about courage and the ability to rise above adversity. Her remarkable journey has touched the hearts of millions, breaking down barriers of insecurity and proving that true beauty lies in inner strength, resilience, and the purity of one's spirit. Lulu Gilreath's story is not only a moving testament to perseverance, but also a beacon of hope that encourages all of us to keep moving forward with courage, no matter how fierce the storms of life may become. Did Lulu Gilreath's story touch your heart? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to discover more inspiring journeys like this. The life journey of Ernestine Shepard is a remarkable source of inspiration, powerfully proving that age is truly just a number and that it is never too late to begin pursuing a healthy lifestyle. Born on June 16, 1936, Ernestine was very different from what many people might imagine when thinking of a professional athlete. She did not grow up exercising regularly or living a fitness-focused life. It was not until the age of 56, when she and her sister Velvet realized that their health was gradually declining, that the two women decided to join a gym together with the goal of improving their physical well-being and overall fitness. However, a heartbreaking tragedy soon struck when her beloved sister suddenly passed away, leaving Ernestine Shepard devastated and emotionally shattered. Driven by deep love and a sacred promise to continue the fitness dream they once shared together, she bravely wiped away her tears and transformed her grief into extraordinary motivation. Ernestine committed herself to an incredibly disciplined lifestyle, waking up before dawn each morning to run for miles, combining intense weight training sessions with a carefully planned and highly nutritious diet. Through decades of unwavering dedication and perseverance, Ernestine Shepard built an astonishingly strong and fit physique, eventually earning recognition from the Guinness World Records as the world's oldest competitive female bodybuilder in both 2010 and 2011. But her journey did not stop with personal achievements alone. Ernestine devoted herself to helping others by leading fitness classes and inspiring senior citizens to embrace healthier, more active lifestyles. She also became a professional fitness trainer, model, and motivational author, inspiring millions of people around the world. Ernestine has always emphasized that age is not the true limit of the human body. Perseverance and determination are what truly define how far a person can go. Her extraordinary journey delivers a powerful message. Strength is built through consistency, not excuses, and anyone can choose to start over and become healthier, more confident, and stronger at any stage of life. Kate Foster's journey is a powerful and deeply inspiring story of resilience and determination in the face of unimaginable hardship. Once a talented and passionate young gymnast with a bright future ahead of her, Kate's life changed dramatically when she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia at just 12 years old. Her fight against the illness was long and painful, and the toughest moment came when a serious infection forced doctors to amputate part of her left leg in order to save her life. For a girl who had devoted her entire heart to gymnastics, flipping through the air and balancing gracefully on demanding equipment, losing part of her leg seemed like the end of every dream she had cherished since childhood. Yet instead of surrendering to the overwhelming emotional shock and physical pain, Kate revealed an extraordinary strength of character. With the help of a prosthetic leg and the unwavering support of her family and coaches, she courageously returned to the gym, determined to rebuild her abilities and patiently start over from the very beginning. The process of adapting required endless effort, countless hours of training, and an admirable level of perseverance as Kate worked to regain her balance, coordination, and strength in every movement. Through sheer determination and unwavering courage, she not only learned to embrace her new body, but also proudly returned to the world of gymnastics, confidently competing alongside athletes her own age. Every leap and spin Kate performed on the competition floor became more than just a display of athletic skill. They stood as powerful symbols of extraordinary courage and resilience. Her inspiring story has touched the hearts of millions, breaking through society's perceptions of physical limitations and proving that the human spirit, fueled by determination and hope, can rise above even the toughest storms in life. Known around the world as the most flexible woman on earth, Julia Gunthal, better known by her stage name Zlata, transformed an extremely rare biological trait into an extraordinary artistic career. From the age of 4, teachers noticed the Russian-born girl's unbelievable ability to bend her body into positions far beyond normal human flexibility, opening the door to a life completely different from that of other children her age. What makes Julia truly extraordinary is her uniquely elastic ligament structure, which reportedly retained the flexibility of an infant's body, allowing her to perform extreme contortion poses that most people could hardly imagine. Instead of treating it as merely an unusual gift of nature, Julia devoted her life to rigorous training, spending countless hours perfecting her natural abilities and turning them into breathtaking stage performances. After leaving her homeland to pursue her career across Europe, she went on to break and set numerous impressive Guinness World Records, from bursting balloons using only the pressure of her back to demonstrating astonishing levels of body control and flexibility. Despite having to maintain an intense daily training routine to prevent her muscles from stiffening, Julia has never lost her passion for this unique art form. Her journey is not simply about natural talent, but also a powerful symbol of pushing beyond human limitations. Through years of discipline, determination, and perseverance, Julia proved that extraordinary abilities only truly shine when they are nurtured with hard work and an unbreakable spirit. With every mesmerizing performance, she continues to inspire millions around the world to believe in themselves and courageously pursue their passions despite life's challenges. Her story serves as a meaningful reminder that what may seem unusual or different can sometimes become the very gift that leads a person to greatness when embraced and developed with purpose. Rising from a devastating tragedy at the age of 8, when 75% of his body was severely burned in a fire, Marius Woodward embarked on an extraordinary journey of survival from Romania to the United States. Despite carrying extensive 3rd and 4th degree burn scars after the heartbreaking loss of both his parents, the young man never allowed hardship to extinguish his optimism. Marius's story is not only one of remarkable survival, but also a powerful testament to resilience, proving that even the deepest pain can be transformed into an endless source of strength, capable of reshaping one's destiny. Now at age 21, Marius Woodward has become a symbol of compassion by founding the Team Marius brand to raise funds for life-saving treatments for those in similar circumstances. Beyond simply embracing his scars as a part of his personal identity, he is working to build a non-profit organization to provide medical support and spread hope to the community of burn survivors. Marius is a warm flame, proving that even the deepest wounds can become the foundation for building a brilliant and meaningful life. Did Marius Woodward's story inspire you? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue sharing more powerful stories of resilience and hope together. Life sometimes brings extraordinary challenges from the very moment a person enters the world, and Hannah is one of the people who has lived through such a journey. Born in Murfield, she was diagnosed with Haywell's syndrome, also known as ectodermal dysplasia, an extremely rare genetic condition that affects the development of hair, teeth, and skin. With only a very small number of documented cases worldwide, Hannah grew up looking noticeably different from those around her. Her childhood was not always easy, as she frequently faced curiosity, teasing, and feelings of insecurity because of her appearance. For many years, Hannah seemed to retreat under the crushing weight of fate, but at the age of 18, the fire of resilience within her suddenly burned more intensely than ever. She made a bold decision, a spectacular turnaround, to stop hiding and publicly disclose her entire condition on social media. Instead of letting bullies define who she was with insulting words, Hannah courageously confronted them with a steel-hard manifesto of self-acceptance. This brave act not only silenced the critical voices, but also ignited a spark of hope within herself. Not stopping at silencing negative noise, Hannah is also striving to embark on an extraordinary journey, becoming a professional disabled model. She longs to use her own physical differences as a weapon to break down hollow beauty standards and outdated prejudices that have existed for so long. Hannah's story is a vivid testament that true beauty does not lie in flawless skin or conventionally shiny hair, but radiates from confidence and a spirit that refuses to be defeated by adversity. As one of only 8 people in the UK and 30 worldwide living with this condition, Hannah is not merely a rare medical case. She has truly become a symbol of hope and extraordinary inner strength. From a timid girl who was once bullied, she has transformed into a proud warrior, ready to create a brilliant future in her own way. Hannah is proving to the world that when you embrace what makes you different, you will discover an unmatched power to change your destiny. Despite genetic risks and being turned away by relatives, Dorothy Hall bravely gave birth to Savannah even though both live with brittle bone disease. Though confined to wheelchairs at a small stature, this mother and daughter have proven that the value of life lies in love and courage rather than physical perfection. For Dorothy, Savannah is a priceless gift that transformed harsh adversity into a journey of pride and brilliance. A traffic accident on Christmas Eve changed Paola Antonini's life forever when she lost her left leg. Instead of allowing the experience to break her spirit, the young Brazilian model chose to face reality with positivity and an inspiring smile. What once seemed like a major obstacle in her life gradually became the motivation that made her stronger each day. Her journey sends a powerful message that true beauty does not come from physical perfection, but from confidence, resilience, and the ability to spread positive energy to everyone around you. Her confident strides on the catwalk with a high-tech prosthetic leg have turned Paola into a living revolution within the global fashion industry. Instead of hiding the metal beneath long fabrics, she proudly displays it as a jewel of courage, challenging all the strict standards of traditional beauty. This act not only shatters outdated prejudices about people with disabilities, but also sends a powerful message that confidence and self-love are the brightest lights that allow a person to shine in any crowd. Her powerful influence across social media platforms has transformed this young woman into a beacon of hope for millions struggling with their own imperfections. Every image of her running, dancing, or modeling serves as a profound educational lesson in gratitude and the desire to live every moment of every day to the fullest. Paola Antonini's story affirms an immutable truth. When the will is resilient enough, a metal prosthetic leg can take you to heights that ordinary legs might never reach. Turning the pain of exclusion into extraordinary motivation, Cyrus Dahl, a boy with cerebral palsy in Wellington, achieved a remarkable feat that changed his entire community. Refusing to accept rejection from authorities due to lack of funding, Cyrus used his advanced tech skills, operating a computer mouse with his feet, to launch a nationwide fundraising campaign. His perseverance and intelligence not only brought inclusive swings for children with disabilities, but also earned him the prestigious Welly Award, proving a powerful truth. When determination is strong enough, no physical barrier can stop you from creating a better world. For Desmond Blair, pursuing art from an early age came with unique challenges, as he was born with differences in his arms. However, instead of seeing those differences as limitations, Desmond patiently taught himself how to hold and control a paintbrush using the parts of his arms he could rely on. Over time, he developed remarkable artistic skills, creating detailed and emotionally expressive portraits that continue to impress many people. Every brushstroke reflects not only his talent, but also his perseverance, creativity, and determination to keep moving forward. Desmond Blair's journey serves as a profound educational lesson in redefining self-worth amidst physical differences. He does not seek sympathy, but conquers the world through raw talent, turning every artwork into a resounding voice for the power of adaptation and persistent perseverance over the years. This extraordinary painter's story is a fierce source of inspiration, urging us to reconsider the limits we place on ourselves and to understand that true art and success originate in the soul, where no physical barrier can imprison creativity. Standing at just 90 centimeters tall, Perry Barry carries within him a blazing heart and an enormous ambition to build a community exclusively for people with dwarfism in the Philippines. Refusing to live in insecurity or be limited by social barriers, he is determined to create a paradise where every resident can take control of their life, live with dignity, confidence, and hold their head high with pride. Perry Barry's story is not just about creating a living space, but also a powerful declaration of the strength of will, proving that a person's true stature is not measured by a tape measure, but by the magnitude of the dreams they dare to pursue. Genevieve Vaillancourt went through a long period of low self-confidence when polycystic ovary syndrome caused her facial hair to grow more noticeably than usual. For many years, Genevieve tried to hide this difference and regularly removed the facial hair in order to feel more comfortable when interacting with others. The condition affected not only her appearance, but also had a major impact on her confidence and emotions whenever she appeared in public. A major turning point came when Genevieve Vaillancourt decided to stop hiding herself and confidently share her real appearance on Instagram. That courageous decision helped challenge many traditional beauty standards and inspired others who felt insecure about their own differences. What once caused Genevieve anxiety gradually became a symbol of confidence, independence, and positive self-expression. The supportive response from the online community proved that courage and self-acceptance can be incredibly powerful, helping people open a new and more meaningful chapter in their lives. Today, the image of Genevieve Vaillancourt confidently walking into a barbershop to groom her beard for the first time has become an inspiring story about self-acceptance and embracing natural differences. She not only shares her journey of living with polycystic ovary syndrome, but has also become a source of encouragement for many people who struggle with insecurities about their appearance. Genevieve wants to spread the message that no one should feel alone because of their differences, and that true beauty comes from confidence and living authentically as yourself. Her story also encourages people to view diversity in life with greater respect, understanding, and openness. And those were some truly extraordinary people with real-life stories that have amazed the world. Behind every unique appearance and every rare challenge lies not only hardship, but also incredible resilience, hope, and an inspiring determination to live life to the fullest. If today's video surprised you, moved you, or gave you extra motivation, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment sharing which person impressed you the most, and subscribe to the channel right now so we can continue exploring even more strange yet inspiring stories from around the world together. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again in the next video. Have you ever imagined that in real life, there are people whose appearances make you feel like they've just stepped out of a fantasy or horror movie? Their faces, shapes, and unique physical traits aren't just unusual. They carry extraordinary stories of courage, resilience, and the relentless desire to live beyond society's expectations. Join us as we explore these movie-like individuals who are living among us, stories that will amaze, inspire, and captivate you. If you want to experience these emotional and surprising journeys, Hit like and subscribe now so you don't miss our upcoming videos full of mystery and wonder. Amid the golden pages of world sports history, there is a legend named Flo Hyman, a remarkable volleyball player whose life journey was both dazzling and deeply inspiring. Born in 1954 in the United States, Flo was born with the congenital Marfan syndrome, which affects connective tissue. This condition caused her body to grow to an extraordinary height of 1.96 meters, with unusually long arms and legs. During her early teenage years, the stark difference in her physique was a heavy psychological burden, causing the young girl to withdraw in shyness and self-consciousness under the curious gaze of her peers. Yet fate truly smiled when Flo discovered her lifeline, the sport of volleyball. With a burning passion and unwavering determination that refused to bow to destiny, she courageously turned the very physical traits that once made her feel insecure into her ultimate weapon on the court. Her thunderous spikes and solid defensive skills propelled Flo to the top, making her the irreplaceable soul of the U.S. national team and earning a silver medal at the 1984 Olympic Games. She proudly competed in every international tournament, shattering every stereotype and becoming an inspiring symbol of strength for millions of women worldwide. Although her journey ended tragically and abruptly in 1986 when she collapsed on the court due to complications from her congenital condition, Flo Hyman's brilliant legacy remains intact. Her extraordinary life is a magnificent epic, a living testament that when one embraces their differences with courage, they can transform them into wings strong enough to reach the highest peaks and live proudly forever in the hearts of humanity. Born in Iran, Morteza Mehrzad's life was once a long, quiet battle against the storms of fate. From a young age, he lived with the rare condition acromegaly, which caused his body to grow far beyond the size of an average person. Tragedy struck at the age of 15, when a serious bicycle accident stopped the growth of his right leg, leaving it permanently 15 centimeters shorter than his left. His extraordinary height of 2.46 meters and severe mobility challenges forced him to rely on a wheelchair and wooden crutches. Shy and wary of curious stares from society, Morteza once chose to withdraw into the shadows of four walls, isolating himself for many long years. Yet, fate never takes everything away. A miraculous turn occurred when his unique stature happened to catch the eye of a coach from Iran's national volleyball team through a television program. Sports became a life-saving lifeline, reigniting a spark of hope in him that he thought had long faded. With extraordinary determination and relentless training, Morteza courageously transformed his record-breaking height, which once made him self-conscious, into an unstoppable weapon on the court. From a man who once avoided the world, he proudly rose to become a true superstar, playing a pivotal role in leading Iran's national team to consecutive prestigious Paralympic gold medals. Morteza Mehrzad's extraordinary journey of turning adversity into triumph is a breathtakingly inspiring saga, a vivid testament that when one dares to fully embrace their differences and relentlessly strive forward, humans are capable of overcoming any obstacle and creating the greatest of miracles. Born in London in 1951, David Rappaport lived with congenital dwarfism, a condition that left his height permanently at just 1.19 meters. In a society and film industry that often typecast people of short stature into stereotypical comedic roles, David's life seemed destined to be confined within extremely narrow limitations. Yet behind that small stature lay a resilient heart and an extraordinarily sharp mind. Graduating in psychology from the prestigious University of Reading, he confidently stepped into the world of performing arts with his head held high, determined to shatter every harsh stereotype with his exceptional talent. Instead of resigning himself to playing shallow characters or faintly sketched mythical creatures, David insisted on pursuing roles with psychological depth that demanded true intelligence and genuine acting skill. The brightest turning point came when he brilliantly portrayed the clever and cunning leader Randall in the adventure blockbuster Time Bandits, 1981, and he went on to leave an equally powerful mark in hit TV series like L.A. Law and The Wizard. With his charming acting style, captivating presence, and boundless confidence, David not only cemented his status as a film star, but also became a pioneering figure, blazing a trail and inspiring generations of actors with unique physical appearances. Although his earthly journey came to a poignant close in 1990, the brilliant artistic legacy David Rappaport left behind continues to resonate. His extraordinary breakthrough is a vivid testament that a person's greatness is never measured by physical stature, but shines proudly through self-respect, exceptional talent, and the determined desire to create a lasting and invaluable legacy. Do you believe that talent and determination can overcome all physical limitations like David Rappaport did? Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Could a life that enters the world already burdened with a severe spinal injury, resulting in permanent paralysis, defy the bleakest predictions to build a full and loving home? To explore this question, let's dive into the extraordinary journey of Alyssa Higgins, a resilient woman from New York. From the moment she was born, a medical mishap severely damaged her spinal cord at the C1 to C2 level, binding her for life to a wheelchair and a 24/7 ventilator system. From a clinical perspective at the time, medical experts offered extremely limited predictions for her future, suggesting she would struggle to live independently. Yet Alyssa's life has completely contradicted that dark scenario. Instead of retreating into fear or resigning herself to the physical limitations imposed by fate, she embraced an extraordinary spirit of optimism, turning the tide of her destiny. The real miracle came when she found a place of peace and built a profoundly fulfilling home alongside her partner, Jimmy. Their happiness reached its peak when Alyssa achieved the seemingly impossible, giving birth to 2 completely healthy children, shattering countless doubts and societal prejudices about the motherhood potential of women with physical disabilities. Not stopping there, she confidently stepped into the spotlight, using social media to share everyday moments filled with boundless love and warmth. Through her inspiring and extraordinary journey, Alyssa Higgins has powerfully demonstrated to the world that no physical limitation can prevent a person from reaching the shores of happiness, so long as we hold on to faith, love, and the courage to rise proudly. Have you ever wondered what kind of strength allows a person born with a different appearance to proudly paint a vibrant and extraordinary life? The most authentic and emotional answer can likely be found in the extraordinary story of Cynthia Murphy. Born in the United States, Cynthia's childhood was soon intertwined with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that disrupts the normal development of the facial and skull bones. From her earliest days, she had to face the fact that her eyes, ears, cheekbones, and chin were unlike any of her peers. This striking difference unintentionally transformed Cynthia's childhood into a long journey of facing countless curious stares, whispers, and social hesitation. It would have seemed that these invisible but immense barriers might forever trap a sensitive soul in the shadows of insecurity and deep loneliness. Yet fate can challenge a person with the harshest adversities, but it cannot take away their right to live and their desire for happiness. Instead of hiding in a safe shell or surrendering to the circumstances of life, Cynthia resolutely refused the role of a helpless individual. She bravely confronted the mirror, learned to embrace her differences, and nurtured an extraordinary resilience. Throughout her youth, despite enduring countless physical hardships and immense psychological pressure, this resilient woman kept moving forward with a smile. Through relentless study and dedication, Cynthia broke down every wall of rigid prejudice, powerfully proving that a person's true value and beauty shine from the heart and mind, not from the external standards of appearance. True magic blossomed on the soil of resilience when Cynthia found the peaceful haven of her life. The genuine love from her partner became a steadfast support, giving her endless energy not only to build personal happiness, but also to realize even greater dreams. Fully understanding the pains and barriers faced by the disabled community, Cynthia and her husband poured their hearts into creating and nurturing the Assuaged organization. Under Cynthia's leadership, Assuaged projects have brought hope, medical support, and a strong voice to the community of people with disabilities. Her extraordinary journey of turning the tide remains a beautiful anthem of life, a powerful testament to the world that, even when fate sets countless obstacles or harsh physical limits, anyone with a heart full of love and an unyielding spirit can weave for themselves the most brilliant wings and soar freely. From a sociological perspective, the harsh physical barriers often push individuals into a cycle of isolation, especially when one realizes that most sports spaces are not designed to welcome those with disabilities. However, Sebian's life completely refutes this grim scenario. Rather than retreating into self-doubt due to fate, he used his sharp mind to devise a strategy with his father and founded Seb's Recreation Center, an inclusive sports center that erased the boundaries between the able-bodied and the Could an extremely rare medical condition, with only about 13 recorded cases worldwide, imprison the youth of a young man in his 20s? Let's explore the journey of Buddy, a 21-year-old living with Nablus syndrome. This extraordinary condition gives his face a distinctive stillness, small eyes, fingers that struggle to straighten, and a voice affected in unique ways. Instead of hiding from the curious gaze of society, the young man bravely steps into the world with an optimistic smile and an incredibly resilient heart. He proudly shatters all stereotypes, proving that a strong will is always enough for a person to overcome any adversity and boldly create a vibrant, inspiring youth. Have you ever wondered what life would be like for a child born with an extremely rare condition, with only around 30 cases recorded worldwide? The journey of Levi Krystosek, a brave young warrior from the United States, is a powerful answer filled with light and resilience. Born with Janssen's metaphyseal chondrodysplasia, Levi's skeletal system developed abnormally, giving him a very small stature and causing him to endure constant, lingering pain. With sharpness and perseverance, Sophia Dobert turned her bright eyes into a powerful tool for communication, browsing the web, completing assignments, and interacting with friends. Despite not needing her legs or complex movements, she proudly asserts her vibrant presence in life. Sophia's journey of turning the tables is a strong testament that with enough passion and resilience, any physical barrier can be broken, making way for a life of independence, light, and meaning. Through tireless efforts to raise community awareness and actively fund medical research, Levi has ignited an invaluable flame of hope for future patients. His extraordinary journey stands as a powerful testament to the truth. The greatness of a human being is never measured by height, but shines brilliantly through unwavering determination and a courageous heart eager to spread love. Are you ready to share hope and resilience like Levi? Hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help spread this powerful message. Born in the state of Alabama, USA, young Amare Stover faced an incredibly harsh challenge from birth as he was diagnosed with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1. This condition caused a massive tumor to continuously grow on his face, obstructing his vision and severely compressing his airway. Instead of succumbing to fate, she chose to embrace life with incredible optimism. Despite the severe physical barriers, Michelle's smile always shone brightly, becoming a source of warmth for her family and anyone fortunate enough to meet her. With an explosive energy for life, she proudly stepped into the world, confidently asserting her unique presence and breaking down all prejudices about those with disabilities. Transform them into wings strong enough to reach the high. Yet, deep within his small body battling such adversity, lies an incredibly resilient heart and an extraordinary will to survive. Amare refuses to surrender to fate, courageously embracing life with radiant optimism and astonishing positive energy. Despite severe physical limitations, his bright smile and powerful love for life continue to shine, becoming a warm light for his family and a strong source of inspiration for the community. With the unwavering support and boundless love of his mother, this young warrior has bravely risen above adversity, proudly proving to the world that a soul yearning for freedom can never be defeated by physical imperfections, creating a beautiful story of courage and an unbreakable desire to live. Born in Chicago with a rare otofacial syndrome that left him without a lower jaw, Joseph Williams's life once seemed destined to be surrounded by hesitation and isolation. This condition took away his ability to chew, swallow, and speak, forcing him to rely on a feeding tube and sign language to connect with the world. Austin poured his energy into his passion for sports, using it as a powerful outlet to express himself and step confidently into the spotlight, sharing his story with the world. Through his remarkable resilience, he shattered stereotypes and became a warm source of inspiration, proving that the strength of a determined spirit can never be confined by physical limitations. Morteza Mehrzad's extraordinary journey of turning adversity into triumph is a breathtakingly inspiring saga. Born in the United States with Mobius syndrome, which causes congenital facial paralysis, Colton Southern spent his childhood unable to smile or freely express his emotions. A deep desire to show the happiness within his heart drove him to courageously undergo a life-changing smile reconstruction surgery. With extraordinary determination, he not only reclaimed his radiant smile, but also used his powerful optimism to proudly break through every barrier of prejudice. The bright smile on his face is no longer just a medical miracle. It stands as a powerful source of inspiration, proving that the strength of human will can overcome any adversity and shine boldly. Born with Williams syndrome, a rare genetic disorder, American girl Alexandra Birch possesses striking blue eyes and a heart filled with pure, unconditional love. This unique condition gives her an exceptionally friendly and open personality, almost without any social barriers. During her childhood, that innocence often left her family worried, as Alexandra would naturally walk up to and hug complete strangers on the street. Aware of the potential dangers from the outside world, her family, especially her sister Victoria, has always stood by her side to protect and guide her. With boundless love and patient care, they gradually helped Alexandra understand and learn how to protect herself in complex social situations. Refusing to let her condition become a barrier between her and the world, Alexandra bravely stepped onto social media alongside her sister through the Birch Family channel. From a girl who once needed constant protection, she now proudly uses her humor, subtle charm, and vibrant positive energy to break down every stereotype surrounding Williams syndrome. Alexandra's remarkable journey stands as a powerful testament that when one dares to fully embrace their differences, they can become a radiant light, capable of warming the world around them. Aiden Fraser is one of the few people in the world facing Cloves syndrome, a medical monster that causes blood vessels and soft tissues to grow uncontrollably, forming massive tumors that distort the body. Every step Aiden takes is an extraordinary effort, and each day he wakes up is a victory over the constant, lingering pain. Although fate cut short the journey of this resilient boy, the legacy he left behind is a powerful lesson in optimism. No matter how different the body may be, a smile remains the strongest weapon to face adversity. Looking at Aiden's strength, do you believe that kindness and a positive spirit matter more than outward appearance? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and give us a subscribe to continue spreading these heartfelt stories. Kennedy was born with extensive lymphatic malformations, causing her face and jaw to swell as if carrying a permanent burden. Her childhood was filled with curious stares, hurtful whispers, and overwhelming loneliness. But instead of letting the darkness consume her, she chose to rise, using her unique appearance as a symbol of confidence. Kennedy founded the organization Kennedy's Cause to empower others with unconventional looks. She proved that when you accept and love yourself, the world will be forced to change the way it sees you. Kennedy's strength lies not in a perfect face, but in an unbreakable spirit. A minor accident in the bathroom led to a flesh-eating bacterial infection that took away a large part of Donna Cordon's face in just a few short days. From a beautiful woman, she suddenly became the victim of a cruel fate. However, Donna refused to stay down for long. She chose to publicly show her unfinished face after multiple surgeries, appearing on television to spread a message about appreciating life. Donna did not hide her imperfections. She turned them into marks of resilience. She teaches us that beauty can fade over time or be lost in an instant, but grace and courage are things no one can ever take away. Jillian Kagatla began her journey into adulthood with a haunting reality. One side of her face seemed to be slowly melting away. It was the devastating effect of Perry-Romberg syndrome, a rare condition that causes the tissues beneath the skin to gradually waste away, leaving behind a harsh asymmetry. Her youth was not filled with dreamy dates, but with intrusive stares from strangers, and an intense inner battle to accept an appearance that was changing day by day beyond her control. Instead of succumbing to fate, Gillian chose to confront her scars and imperfections with a courageous heart. She underwent multiple complex reconstructive surgeries, using fat from other parts of her body to fill the areas the disease had taken away. Each operation was not only an effort to restore physical balance, but also a step forward in affirming that her self-worth was not shaken by the changes happening to her body. Now Gillian appears before the public with a radiant smile, becoming a voice for those with different appearances. She no longer hides from cameras. Instead, she uses them to tell a story of confidence and self-respect. Gillian proves that even if a face is no longer as it once was, the spirit of a woman who knows how to love herself will always be the brightest light, dissolving even the harshest prejudices. When she was just a toddler taking her first steps, Kia Gott was forced to face a nightmare known as meningitis C. The ruthless disease attacked her tiny body at an alarming speed, leaving doctors with the most heartbreaking decision to save her life, to amputate both of her arms and both of her legs. From an energetic little girl, Kia suddenly had to adapt to an entirely new world, where even the simplest movements became enormous challenges that most adults could hardly imagine. Kia's journey to recovery is an epic of patience and boundless family love. She had to undergo a series of surgeries to treat her wounds and prepare for prosthetic limbs. Every unsteady step on her mechanical legs, every effort to grasp objects with artificial hands was filled with sweat and tears. Yet no one ever saw the fire in Kia's eyes fade. She continued to smile and laugh as if challenging adversity itself. Kia Gott's story is a symbol of hope in the depths of despair, proving that the human will has no limits. Despite her physical challenges, she continues to create a radiant life driven by an unbreakable spirit. Do you believe that determination can overcome any adversity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us and not miss the next inspiring journeys. Charlotte Cleverly Bisman once moved the entire nation of New Zealand when she survived an extremely severe case of meningococcal disease at just 6 months old. To save her life, doctors had to amputate all 4 of her limbs, making her one of the youngest individuals in the world to endure such a profound loss. The image of the tiny girl wrapped in white bandages, yet still trying to smile, became an enduring symbol of the human will to live. Charlotte's journey of growing up has been a relentless battle with medical equipment and painful corrective surgeries. She has never allowed her physical limitations to define her boundaries. With prosthetic legs, Charlotte learned how to walk, how to run, and even take part in extreme sports like skydiving. Every stage of her development has been followed by the public with deep admiration, as she has turned the seemingly impossible into reality through an unbreakable spirit. Now a teenager, Charlotte continues to spread her positive energy. She actively participates in vaccination campaigns, and raises awareness about meningitis, helping the world better understand the dangers of this disease. Charlotte does not look back at the past with regret. Instead, she looks forward with gratitude. Her life is proof that no matter how harsh the beginning may be, we still have the power to choose to live a great life. There was a time when Samira Benhar believed her life had ended in the cold rejection of others, as massive neurofibromas sagged and completely obscured her original appearance. She lived like a ghost in her own home, until a miracle arrived through the hands of Spanish doctors. The surgery, which lasted dozens of hours, not only removed the heavy tumors, but also cut away the shame that had burdened her for decades. Samira's story is a song of rebirth, of the power of medicine, and above all, of boundless compassion, where people are willing to reach out and save a life sinking in despair. Melissa Blake was born with Freeman-Sheldon syndrome, a rare condition that affects muscles and bone structure, requiring her to use a wheelchair and undergo more than 20 surgeries. However, instead of letting physical barriers hold her back, Melissa developed a sharp voice and a free spirit. She became a journalist and a well-known blogger, using her words to break down stereotypes about people with disabilities and demand fairness in how society defines beauty. Once, when she was attacked by online bullies with cruel comments about her appearance, Melissa responded in an incredibly powerful way. She posted a series of selfies with a radiant smile every day. That simple yet courageous act sparked a wave of global support. She proved that no one has the right to take away your joy just because you don't fit a standard appearance, and that confidence is the most dazzling accessory of all. Melissa Blake is a powerful living testament that intelligence, voice, and the human desire for connection can never be confined by a wheelchair or physical differences. Through a lens that is both humorous and profound, she reminds us that each of us is a unique individual with our own inherent value, worthy of being heard, respected, and shining in our own way. As we reach the end of this incredible journey, remember this: what makes us different is exactly what makes us irreplaceable. These 15 stories are not just about appearance, they're about strength, identity, and the courage to stand out in a world that often demands conformity. If this video surprised you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting content ahead. Leave a comment below. Which story shocked you the most? And who would you like us to feature in the next video? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next journey. The world is full of unique and extraordinary individuals, but what makes humanity truly special is that each of us carries a personal mark that cannot be replicated. Yet within this diversity, there are still people who go far beyond ordinary expectations. People who make you pause for a moment, take a closer look, and wonder, what is really happening before my eyes? In today's video, we will explore some of the most shocking and extraordinary cases ever recorded in history. Individuals who have amazed the world through their appearance, their stories, and their life journeys. These are not only unusual stories, but also deeply emotional journeys of difference and resilience. If you are curious and want to discover more unbelievable things about our world, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel now so you won't miss the next stories. Stepping outside conventional artistic boundaries, Sarah Mappelli has carved out a truly unique and breathtaking path that connects her with nature. Unlike the common fear of insects, this artist is known to the world as the Queen of Bees for her serene dance performances surrounded by thousands of honeybees covering her upper body. For Sarah, Wearing a living cloak of bees is not a stunt meant to attract attention, but rather a deeply meditative experience, a form of healing for the soul, and a way to communicate with the natural world on its most authentic level. Through each rhythmic movement, seamlessly intertwined with the sound of the bee swarm, she creates an artistic space rich in connection and tranquility. With deep understanding and absolute respect for all living beings, Sarah Mappelli breaks through conventional fears, delivering a powerful message of harmonious coexistence. It is important to note that this is a professional artistic performance carried out by an experienced specialist. Viewers must not attempt or imitate it under any circumstances, as doing so could pose serious risks to life and safety. Born as a healthy child, 7-year-old Adita Mishra in Jaipur is now facing devastating emotional pain after a rare tumor disfigured his face and took the sight from one eye. Hurtful teasing and rejection from his peers have pushed Aditya into isolation, leaving his mother heartbroken as she watches her son endure such a harsh fate. Aditya's story serves as a powerful reminder of compassion, urging us to look beyond physical differences and understand a young soul that longs to be loved, rather than rejected out of fear or misunderstanding. The journey of Laura Alma Casados Mata, a 28-year-old woman from Querétaro, Mexico, is an inspiring saga of extraordinary resilience and the pursuit of what once seemed like an impossible dream. Born with a congenital condition that left her with a height of just 1.04 meters, Laura had nurtured the ambition of becoming a model since childhood, while also constantly questioning whether such a dream could ever truly come true. Her peaceful childhood gradually came to an end when she entered high school, where she faced teasing and unkind treatment from her peers simply because of her physical differences. In her darkest moments, the love and invaluable advice from her grandmother became her guiding light, as she gently reminded Laura that she was beautiful and needed to learn to love herself. The most difficult challenge came at the age of 15, when she lost her ability to walk. This forced her to travel to Los Angeles, where she bravely underwent 18 complex surgeries over the course of 9 months to straighten her leg bones and reclaim her ability to walk freely. Returning to her hometown with renewed strength, Laura chose to turn adversity into meaningful action by founding her own organization and writing a weekly column for a local newspaper to raise awareness about the lives of people who share similar conditions. Despite her remarkable achievements in social work, her passion for the runway never faded, pushing her to courageously enter a beauty pageant in 2015. Today, Laura proudly holds a professional contract with LOA Models, standing as the only model with her height condition in their roster, and boldly proving that true beauty is never defined by physical measurements or limitations. Caitlin Finley is creating a media sensation as she boldly pursues a career in the plus-size women industry, weighing nearly 200 kilograms. Instead of conforming to conventional beauty standards, the 22-year-old has turned her body and eating habits into a unique business approach, nurturing her ambition to become one of the most influential names in the BBW modeling world. Her story is not only about weight, but also a powerful statement of confidence, challenging societal stereotypes and sparking intense discussions about personal identity in modern society. What is most striking is the unconditional support from her mother, Dorothy, who enthusiastically takes on the role of photographer and encourages her daughter to go further on this controversial path. Despite facing challenging health indicators, Caitlin remains steadfast in her chosen lifestyle and regularly undergoes medical checkups to affirm her proactive approach to her own body. The unusual bond between the mother and daughter raises a difficult question about the limits of love and freedom. Are we willing to support the most unconventional choices of our loved ones, even when the world around us turns away in judgment? Modern medicine has witnessed countless complex mysteries, but the story of two brothers from Pakistan, Mohammed Shoaib and Abdul Rashid, is considered one of the most unusual and attention-grabbing cases. They were born with a rare and previously undocumented condition, often referred to as the solar-powered children, due to an extraordinary biological rhythm. During the daytime, Shoaib and Rashid appear completely healthy, active, and full of energy like other children of their age. However, the strange phenomenon occurs when the sun sets, as their bodies suddenly enter a state of immobility, unable to move or communicate until the first light of dawn returns. This rare condition led top medical experts to conduct extensive genetic studies in search of answers. Beyond rumors and speculation, doctors worked tirelessly and eventually applied a suitable medical approach that helped the two brothers regain mobility during nighttime and live more independently. Their journey of recovery not only marks a remarkable step forward in modern medicine, but also stands as a testament to perseverance, dedication, and the unwavering hope shared by both medical professionals and family in overcoming extraordinary challenges. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video to spread hope and honor the relentless efforts of medical science along with the power of family love. The fragility of the human body has never been a measure of the strength of a soul, and the extraordinary journey of Hayley Lapkin is a clear testament to this, as she carries an indomitable will hidden within a physically vulnerable form. Born with Osteogenesis Imperfecta type 3, an extremely complex and severe condition that makes the bones exceptionally fragile, Hayley's height has permanently remained under 90 centimeters. She has shared that she represents one of the most severe cases of this condition, having endured the pain of approximately 200 bone fractures throughout her life. Yet these countless fractures have never been able to break her bright optimism or her deep desire for love and connection. A beautiful turning point in her youth came in 2009, when Hayley unexpectedly connected with her partner Angie through an online dating platform. Overcoming the barriers of long geographical distance, as well as the challenges posed by her unique health condition, the two patiently nurtured a long-distance relationship for a full year before deciding to meet in person. From the very first moment they met face-to-face, an invisible yet powerful sense of connection immediately bonded their hearts, encouraging Angie to courageously move in and build a shared life with her. Hayley's journey is not only a radiant symbol of resilience that rises above countless physical challenges, but also a beautiful love story that affirms the profound power of understanding. It demonstrates that every life, no matter how fragile the body may seem, is truly worthy of being embraced and of experiencing genuine love. Keloids are often seen as unwanted skin imperfections, but for a young man named Isaiah Griffin from Wichita, Kansas, they have become powerful symbols of a proud journey of transformation. He first noticed a keloid on his leg at the age of 17, caused by an overactive healing response in his body, and at that time he fell into deep self-consciousness, even avoiding looking at himself in the mirror. However, instead of letting insecurity hold back his youth, he found hope in the gym, where consistent training not only helped him transform his physique, but also fully restored his confidence, even earning him third place in his very first competition. Although he still faces difficulties during training due to a large keloid on his chest, Isaiah has never given up, continuing to pursue his goal of reaching the top and spreading the message that true strength comes from the courage to accept and appreciate one's own unique marks. A grueling 250-day battle in hospital has permanently altered Ripu Bhatia's appearance, but it also forged in the New Zealand-born young man an unbreakable will to survive. At the age of 21, a severe blood infection led to life-changing consequences, resulting in the loss of his nose, upper lip, and part of his limbs. At one point, he fell into deep self-consciousness and avoided his reflection in the mirror as he began the long and difficult process of rehabilitation and learning to adapt to his new body. However, with a resilient spirit that refused to surrender to adversity, the now 27-year-old has rebuilt his life and successfully pursued his passion, becoming a talented journalist. His experience of surviving such a critical illness has given him a valuable perspective, allowing him to understand and empathize with the world on a deeper level. Beyond his stable career, he also carries the ambition to push his physical limits by returning to swimming with friends after years away from the sport. Looking back on his ordeal, Ripu cherishes his second chance at life, standing as a powerful example of how a person can be reborn and create a stronger version of themselves after even the most devastating storms. Despite having endured hundreds of painful bone fractures throughout her life, Jasmine Manuel has chosen to challenge all medical limitations in order to live the brightest life possible. She suffers from Osteogenesis Imperfecta type 3, a severe form of brittle bone disease that makes her skeleton extremely fragile and prone to breaking easily. And she also lives with complex scoliosis, relying on an electric wheelchair in her daily life. However, behind her small and fragile appearance lies an unbreakable spirit, a resilient soul that refuses to be imprisoned by the fear of injury, rising instead as a symbol of extraordinary willpower and determination to live fully against all odds. Not only is she an outstanding student at Kennesaw State University, but she also expresses her individuality as a music producer under the stage name Mini Producer, using both sound and her dedication in the gym to inspire her community. Jasmine Manuel's journey sends a powerful and uncompromising message. Physical limitations are only one part of reality, but it is unwavering determination that ultimately defines how far a person can go in life. Does Jasmine Manuel's story make you believe that willpower can overcome any limitation? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to help spread more inspiring stories like this. Gabriel Cooper and his brother Hayden are identical twins, but from the moment they were born, a medical adversity caused them to have two completely different appearances. While Hayden developed normally, Gabriel was born with Pierre-Robin syndrome, which prevented his jawbone from fully developing in the womb. This deficiency created a vast physical gap, turning their story into a challenging journey to reclaim the inherent resemblance of identical twin brothers. For 19 long years, Gabriel had to live with a disfigured face and a stark difference compared to his brother. For twins, seeing a reflection of oneself in the other is natural, but for Gabriel, it served as a constant reminder of the physical disadvantages he had to endure. Despite sharing the same genetic code, the barriers of appearance forced Gabriel to exert double the effort to overcome self-consciousness and the curious stares of society. A historic turning point came when Gabriel decided to undergo a groundbreaking jaw reconstruction and expansion surgery. After a complex treatment process, his facial appearance underwent a dramatic transformation, allowing him for the first time in nearly 2 decades to truly resemble Hayden. The surgery not only restored more balanced facial features for Gabriel, but also served as a profound emotional release, helping the two brothers finally stand side by side as near identical copies, bringing a deeply moving journey of rediscovering identity to a close. A devastating swimming pool accident at the age of 5 took away Salma Bashir's entire digestive system, but it could not break her powerful will to survive. For an entire decade, she lived dependent on intravenous nutrition and faced relentless medical challenges. Yet she continued to shine through her passion for beauty, transforming her pain into a source of inspiration for millions on social media. Salma's journey stands as a powerful declaration of the strength of the human spirit. Even when the body is deeply wounded, the desire to live and a hopeful mindset can create miracles, allowing a person to rise above the harshest limits of fate. Jack Ayers has written a new chapter in fashion history by becoming the first male amputee model to walk the runway at New York Fashion Week. At 26, this young man from Bournemouth has not only conquered prestigious stages in London and Milan, but also appeared with immense pride on the cover of the renowned Men's Health magazine. Jack's success is a living testament to transforming physical limitations into a unique advantage, establishing him as a global icon of resilience and style in the fashion world. Behind the spotlight was a life-changing and courageous decision. At the age of 16, Jack chose to undergo surgery to definitively address a congenital weakness condition. Instead of viewing it as a flaw, he described it as the best decision of his life, one that gave him the freedom to pursue his passion as a fitness trainer and reach the peak of his career. Jack Ayers' story stands as a powerful statement that when you take control of your own destiny and transform adversity into strength, the world has no choice but to look at you with admiration. Instead of typical birth announcements, Elma Godwin made the online community hold its breath when she announced the arrival of a perfect mini version on September 13, 2024. The first photo of the little angel went viral, not just for her cuteness, but also because of a striking detail that made everyone look twice. This was not just a birth. It was a spectacular recreation of a faded mark that had existed for years on the face of this talented TV host. Many people mistakenly thought Elma had welcomed actual twins, but in reality, that sibling was the radiant snow-white streak of hair right on the forehead of her newborn daughter. The millimeter-perfect match of this hereditary white patch called poliosis transformed the mother and daughter into a symbol of medical miracle and maternal love. Elma did not hesitate to call the baby her clone, turning a rare trait into a priceless source of pride. proving that the invisible bonds of genes can create the most vivid artistic masterpieces. Amidst a flood of praise and the moment Elma revealed her daughter's meaningful name, we find a powerful message about embracing one's unique identity. The baby did not just inherit her mother's beauty, but also received a profound spiritual gift, the confidence to shine through her differences. The story of Elma Godwin's family has ignited a flame of hope for millions, reminding us that each of us is a unique individual, and our most distinct marks are exactly what make life vibrant and worth living. A devastating fire broke out just before her second birthday, pushing Marina Bogdanova into a life-or-death battle after 65% of her body suffered severe burns, and she remained in a coma for 2 long, uncertain months. At one point, doctors gave extremely grim predictions about her chances of surviving even a single night. Yet Marina defied all expectations, creating a medical miracle through an extraordinary will to live that emerged from the ashes of tragedy. That heartbreaking incident was not just an accident, but the opening chapter of an extraordinary journey of recovery and rebirth, becoming a powerful testament to the hidden strength within human beings when faced with the harshest forms of adversity. Now Marina chooses not to hide her past, but instead confidently transforms her scars into medals of honor, proudly showcasing them on social media as a statement of self-respect and self-acceptance. To her, every mark on her skin is like a written chapter of her story, one that reflects growth, survival, and a deeply unique identity that challenges narrow conventional standards of beauty. Her journey from a fire victim to a powerful symbol of inspiration has ignited hope in millions of people, delivering a clear and uncompromising message. Never let pain define who you are. Let the way you rise from it define your true worth as a human being. Sarah Rodo is not seeking a romantic relationship with another human. Instead, she has developed a deep emotional attachment to a Boeing 737 airplane. She describes herself as having object sexuality, meaning her emotional bond is directed toward objects rather than people. For Sarah, this relationship is not symbolic. It is a completely genuine feeling. She frequently takes flights just to be close to her special companion. In 2023 alone, she flew more than 30 times and collected over 60 miniature airplane models, along with larger replicas displayed in her home. She sees these aircraft as part of her family. Sarah admits that she feels saddened by the fact that she cannot truly be physically close to the Boeing 737 in a complete way, but she continues to pursue this emotional connection by traveling to different airports and cities. Although she knows that many people do not understand or even mock her, she remains firm in her perspective. For Sarah, this is not something that needs to be proven or validated. It is simply a personal connection that feels right to her. To Sarah, the sense of closeness to the airplane is a real experience, even if the outside world sees it differently. What do you think about Sarah's story and how it reflects the different ways people can experience emotions and love? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to explore more unique and thought-provoking stories like this. Few people are brave enough to love a body covered in wounds resembling burns, but Yokiva Bellard is a stunning exception. At age 23, instead of enjoying her brightest years, this young woman from Louisiana had to call the emergency room home due to the fierce devastation of systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE. This is a particularly dangerous form of autoimmune disease, where the immune system loses control and attacks healthy tissues, causing Yokiva to lose 50 pounds, 22.7 kilograms, in just 10 days and fall into life-threatening kidney failure. The true turning point occurred when Jokova decided not to let the disease define her, choosing instead to transform her pain into a powerful source of inspiration. By publicly sharing her battle on social media, she shattered traditional beauty standards to become a passionate model, embracing the distinctive blistering on her skin. Jokova's story not only raises public awareness about lupus, but serves as a hymn of hope, urging us to cherish our unique value and maintain a vibrant will to live, even in the darkest moments. Shin Hyom-young, born in 1989 in South Korea, is a unique case that has attracted widespread attention due to his unusually youthful appearance. Although his official documents confirm his year of birth, his looks make it difficult for many to believe that he has long passed adulthood. This striking contrast has made him a subject of interest for both the media and online communities. He is often nicknamed the Peter Pan of Korea, a metaphor describing a body that appears to age very slowly. Some sources refer to this phenomenon as Highlander syndrome. However, this is not a medically recognized term and is primarily used descriptively. According to available observations, Shin's body seems to have remained at a certain stage of development, showing very few signs of puberty or typical aging. At the age of 25, Shin still had the appearance of a teenager, with smooth skin, minimal body hair, a youthful voice, and almost no facial hair. Despite this, publicly available information suggests that he does not suffer from any severe medical conditions directly linked to this trait. He has, however, shared experiences with other health issues, such as diabetes and dental problems, though these have not been identified as related to his slow aging characteristics. In everyday life, Shin strives to live like a typical adult. He has appeared at entertainment venues, participated in social outings, and even presented identification when necessary to verify his age. According to more recent updates in 2023, he has remained active on social media under the name DJ Pororo, sharing content related to DJing, mukbang, and lifestyle vlogs. His story also serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy. People should not rush to judge others based on appearance, as behind a different exterior may lie a mature and resilient individual. Shin Hyom-young has turned his uniqueness into a meaningful message about self-acceptance and appreciating every moment of life, no matter how time may pass. Mariam and Mia, twin sisters born with Osteogenesis Imperfecta, brittle bone disease, began their lives under a devastating prognosis, as doctors once predicted that they would not survive beyond a month. With hundreds of fractures occurring from the moment they were born, every breath they took was once a fragile struggle for survival, highlighting the limitations of conventional medicine in the face of such a severe condition. However, the unconditional love of their parents, combined with timely intervention from medical specialists, ignited a powerful spark of hope, transforming two of the most fragile bodies into living proof of the strength of human will and unwavering faith. Through metal implant surgeries to strengthen their bones and continuous, relentless rehabilitation efforts, Mariam and Mia are now developing remarkably, confidently moving, playing, and having fun with their younger brother. From the pain of countless injuries and fractures, the two girls have risen with great strength, proving that physical limitations can never imprison a spirit that longs for independence. And that is exactly what makes this world both strange and beautiful. Every human being carries a unique story, a unique appearance, and an irreplaceable identity. There are people who surprise us, people who shock us, and people who make us reflect more deeply on the incredible diversity of life. If you found these stories interesting, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next content. And now, leave a comment below. Which story impressed you the most in today's video? There are people in this world with bodies so unusual that they shatter all conventional ideas of strength and beauty. Rare syndromes have transformed their appearances and abilities into something extraordinary. Radiant, never-before-seen skin, rare growths, or bodies with completely unique features. Each individual stands as a living testament to extraordinary mental strength, courage in the face of challenges, and resilience against society's judgment. Join us as we explore the extraordinary journeys of these remarkable people, where every story inspires and amazes. If you want to witness the unimaginable and learn from their incredible willpower, hit like and subscribe now so you don't miss any videos about these rare but resilient bodies from around the world. Kelsey Farrell, a resilient woman from Canada, transformed Mobius syndrome, a rare facial paralysis condition, into a launchpad for media campaigns that shattered every social prejudice. Instead of letting her still face define her life, she leveraged the power of blogging and digital media to speak for thousands of others in similar situations, proving that true connection and beauty do not depend on a single smile. Kelsey's story is not just a vivid medical record, but also a dramatic educational lesson in willpower, forcing us to look through the external shell to reach the brilliant light within a heart that refuses to surrender to fate. Jerome Hamon's story is a powerful testament to the extraordinary human resilience in the face of harsh adversity. After suffering from neurofibromatosis that left his face disfigured, he underwent his first face transplant in hopes of reclaiming a normal life. When his body rejected the graft, Jerome continued to face agonizing days without a face, yet he never gave up. The success of his second face transplant opened a new chapter, affirming that will and faith can help humans overcome seemingly impossible limits. Beneath a shell covered in crystal nodules lies a rebellious soul named Matias Fernandez Borzacco. Born with an extremely rare condition called juvenile hyaline fibromatosis, his body became a labyrinth of hardened tumors and distorted joints. Instead of succumbing to this grim medical sentence, this Argentine artist transformed his distinct physical form into a living work of art. He does not hide his pain, but exposes it directly, challenging all conventional aesthetic standards to assert a unique and powerful existence. The shocking book, Formas de Morir, is Matias's fierce manifesto to a world that has only ever looked at him with cheap pity. With a razor-sharp pen and the mindset of a courageous journalist, he stripped bare the rawest corners of life, instinct, and the yearning to be recognized as a normal human being. This work is more than just a personal document. It is a strike against social prejudices, forcing viewers to look through the thickened skin to see the sharp intellect burning brightly within. Moving beyond the printed page, he has ventured into the rap scene with cutting lyrics, turning his unique appearance into a powerful personal brand on social media. Matias's journey is the most powerful testament that intellect and soul can shine brilliantly even when imprisoned in a flawed physical form, inspiring millions about the true definition of freedom. Liu Jiangli was born with thick patches of black hair covering most of her body, making her face stigma from an early age. Her family abandoned her, and her childhood was a lonely series of days spent in an orphanage. The dark patches not only affected her appearance, but also became an invisible barrier that prevented her from connecting with the world around her. The young girl always felt like an oddity in the eyes of others, carrying a deep sense of insecurity and closing herself off. Jiangli's story took a turn when a cosmetic hospital in China decided to help her by providing free surgeries. The journey was far from easy, starting with the complex skin grafting technique and the intense laser treatments. Each time she entered the operating room, Jiangli carried with her the hope of a new, more ordinary appearance like anyone else. She felt the gradual changes, from each centimeter of smooth skin regained to the growing confidence blossoming within her soul. After the surgery, Liu Jiangli confidently stepped out of the darkness to embrace love and affection. The medical intervention not only healed her skin, but also revived her soul, opening a new chapter full of light. Her story is a testament. Sometimes cosmetic surgery is a salvation of fate. In your opinion, is it appearance or willpower that determines happiness? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us in spreading these humanitarian values. Shauna Rae's story is not just a television phenomenon, but also an astonishing biological enigma. Hidden behind the physique of a child is an alter ego that has lived for over 2 decades. This physical stagnation is not a miracle, but the result of a fierce battle with pathology from its early stages. When medical treatments intervened to protect her life, they inadvertently created a forced pause in the pituitary gland, the conductor coordinating human development. The result is a unique entity, an adult soul imprisoned within a perpetually unchanging frame. Living in a world where body shape is directly proportional to experience, Shauna Rae is forced to fight to assert her presence. This is a journey of overcoming adversity, visual bias, where adult intelligence and character must constantly break through the shell of childhood. She is a living example of this. Breaking free from stereotypes, nature's creation proves that a person's value lies not in their physical height, but in the depth of their understanding. This story invites us to reconsider the definition of maturity. Does it lie in the numbers on a scale, or in the resilience of a soul that refuses to be defeated by adversity? Dorsey Ross was born with Apert syndrome, a rare condition that causes the skull, face, and fingers and toes to be fused together. Upon his birth, doctors had little hope for his survival and advised his family to place him in a special care unit. However, Dorsey's parents decided to stay by their son's side, embarking on a long medical journey with a total of 68 surgeries from infancy to adolescence to separate his fingers and reconstruct his face. For Dorsey, each surgery was not only a physical pain but also a mental challenge. He faced bullying and cruel nicknames like Monster, but instead of giving up, Dorsey used resilience as his motivation. The medical interventions helped him regain flexibility in his hands and a more confident appearance. But it was his strong will that allowed him to overcome social barriers and pursue his dreams of education and career. Today, Dorsey Ross is a renowned pastor and inspirational speaker. He uses the story of his 68 surgeries and miraculous survival to deliver a powerful message to those facing difficulties. Dorsey proves that no matter how flawed the body may be or how many surgeries one undergoes, a person's worth and purpose in life can still shine brightly if they never give up on themselves. Carly Findlay was born with bright red, constantly peeling skin due to a rare condition called ichthyosis. From a young age, she had to get used to curious stares, whispers, and the probing questions from strangers. Instead of shrinking away into the shadows to avoid the world, Carly chose to stand tall, transforming her radiant skin into a symbol of proud uniqueness. She doesn't see herself as a victim of illness, but as a confident woman with her own distinct identity. With a sharp pen and a fiery heart, Carly became a writer and a social activist, fighting tirelessly for the rights of people with disabilities. She writes about her personal experiences not to seek pity, but to challenge society's narrow beauty standards. Her book, Say Hello, is a call for everyone to view differences with respect and love, rather than fear or selfish curiosity. Carly Findlay has proven that appearance is not a barrier, but a vibrant part of life. She loves every patch of red skin and every fold of dry scales because they are a testament to her intense vitality. Her journey has helped thousands of people confidently believe that they are unique masterpieces. Amit Ghosh carries large neurofibromas on one side of his face, causing his facial features to be uneven and altering his natural structure. From his school days, he faced bullying and cruel nicknames. However, instead of harboring resentment, Amit chose to respond to the world with a warm smile and an incredible optimistic spirit. He understands that in order for others to respect him, he must first learn to love himself. He does not hesitate to appear on social media platforms, sharing his daily life, the challenging surgeries, and even the small joys. Amit has turned his scars and tumors into a bridge to connect with others facing similar struggles. He teaches them how to face the mirror each morning with confidence and how to walk out into the world without bowing to the judgmental stares. Amit believes that true beauty lies in self-confidence and kindness. Today, Amit Ghosh is a speaker and a major influencer, spreading a powerful message about facial appearance diversity. He fights to change the community's perspective, helping people understand that neurofibromatosis is only a part of the body and does not define an individual's worth. Amit's story is the most vivid testament to how we can use our own imperfections to light the flame of hope for others. Ashanti was born with progeria, a rare condition that makes her body age 8 times faster than normal. While her peers were growing up healthy, Ashanti faced the health challenges of an elderly person, such as osteoporosis, hair loss, and joint pain. In her small and aged body, she endured many judgmental stares from strangers, yet her spirit remained that of a child longing for love. Those wrinkles could never hide her bright, hopeful eyes. Instead of retreating into the shadows, Ashanti chose to live each day as a priceless gift. She is known for her optimistic spirit, love for vibrant makeup, and colorful wigs that express her unique personality. Ashanti does not allow illness to define her. She participates in events, goes swimming, and always shows up with a radiant smile. She turns every fleeting moment into a colorful stage, reminding the world that the value of life is not measured by years, but by happiness. Though she has passed, Ashanti's legacy is a steel-strong spirit that refused to bow to fate. She was an angel in the guise of an elderly body, teaching us to cherish every breath and embrace the present moment. Her story will forever be a flame that warms souls in hardship. Do you believe that determination can overcome any adversity? Leave a comment to share your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread even more positive value. Behind the unusual appearance of Tonu Huangdong, who was born without a nose, lies an extraordinary resilience that challenges the harshest prejudices. While medicine records this as a shocking congenital deformity, her mother, Huang Ti Tui Lin, alongside her daughter, has written an epic tale of unconditional love amidst the society's judgmental stares. Her journey is not only a valuable medical record, but also a wake-up call for compassion, proving that Huangdong's optimistic spirit is the true strength that overcomes physical pain and loneliness. Iman Ahmed was once a medical enigma that shocked the world, carrying a physical burden of nearly half a ton. Standing before a body that seemed to have completely out of control regarding the basic survival mechanism, scientists saw more than just a typical thyroid disease. They suspected the existence of a different approach. Source code errors in the genome, an extremely rare mutation that has broken the bridge between satiety and energy consumption. This is not simply a matter of material accumulation, but a biological paradox where the body constantly imprisons energy instead of releasing it, turning this woman's existence into a fierce battle against her own genetic code. The major surgery in India in 2017 was not just a surgical procedure, but had become a significant event. International Health Campaign. Unprecedented, this event brought together the brightest minds to decipher the complex metabolic system. It was considered a journey into the dark side of medical literature, where doctors strive to restore order to a severely damaged biochemical mechanism. Through Iman's case, the world gained a more direct and profound understanding of this issue. Pathological obesity, not a consequence of weak will, but a resistance from cells out of sync. It is an extraordinary effort to restore balance to a life being stifled by its most severe biological barriers. Hirotada Ototake is the author of the groundbreaking book Nothing is Impossible, and was born with tetra amelia syndrome, which left him without arms and legs. For decades, Ototake has lived a life full of determination, adapting to life in a wheelchair with the support of his loved ones, becoming a symbol of optimism in Japan. However, his desire to stand on his own 2 feet never faded, and he decided to embark on a challenging journey with modern medical technology to experiment with robotic legs. Starting in 2018, Ototake became involved in a groundbreaking research project, testing robotic legs integrated with artificial intelligence. This was not a traditional cosmetic surgery, but rather a process of upgrading the body with high technology. To control the mechanical joints with his will and body balance, he had to train with high intensity. Each trial step was a moment for Ototake to face fatigue and pain, but the smile never left his face. The moment Ototake walked over 50 meters on his own with robotic legs became a historic milestone, blurring the line between disability and normalcy. This is a statement. When a person is brave enough, medicine will be the wings that help them reach the impossible dreams. If you were Ototake, would you dare to sacrifice everything to take that first step? Share your feelings in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and give us a subscribe to support us in spreading these extraordinary acts of willpower. In Uganda, Vincent Oketch became a harrowing case for medical science when his legs transformed into massive flesh masses, defying all rules of proportion and gravity. This was the result of uncontrolled cell growth and fluid accumulation, creating a 1,000-pound pressure on his small skeletal frame. Vincent's form not only challenged the limits of human physical endurance, but also served as a stark warning of biological anomalies far beyond ordinary medical expectations. The presence of these colossal masses raised profound questions about how the human body can withstand forces so far beyond its original design parameters. At the age of 18, a severe case of meningitis stole Caitlin's arms and legs in exchange for her life. Awakening from the coma with a body forever altered, the young woman faced the harsh reality of grueling rehabilitation and relentless physical therapy. Many believed her life had come to an end, but for Caitlin, it was only the beginning of an extraordinary journey of rebirth. Physical pain could never extinguish her burning desire to assert herself and reclaim her life. She began learning to control her steel prosthetic arms and legs, making them feel like an extension of her body through sheer willpower. Astonishingly, Caitlin became a famous beauty blogger, performing intricate makeup techniques with sensationless prosthetic hands. She never hid the metal joints or scars, instead turning them into a proud part of her personal style. Every stroke on her face was not just for beauty, but a testament to a will that transcends limits. Caitlin's videos not only teach beauty techniques, but also how to love life even in the harshest circumstances. She always appears with positive energy, shattering every stereotype about people with disabilities in the beauty industry, which is full of rigid standards. Caitlin proves that true beauty radiates from within, and a person can use steel hands to create vibrant colors. Her radiance shows that when the soul shines, all physical imperfections fade into the background. Young Yernar Alibekov from Kazakhstan stands as a vivid testament to the cruel mysteries of nature, bearing the body of an elderly man despite having just turned 6. Afflicted with the extremely rare Ehlers-Danlos syndrome from as early as 1 month old, Yernar's skin quickly became wrinkled and sagging, transforming an innocent childhood into a sentence of premature aging. This is not only a rare medical case, occurring in just 1 in 50,000 people, but also a haunting reality reminiscent of the classic character Benjamin Button, where the boundary between youth and old age is erased by an invisible genetic mutation. In the face of this tragic irony, his mother, Zibenza Tulip-Berganova, has desperately raced against time to reclaim her son's appearance through risky and expensive facial surgeries. Although experts like Dr. Olga Loseva remain skeptical about the long-term effectiveness on an immature body, community support has kindled hope for Yernar Alibekov to escape his insecurities. The boy's journey serves as a poignant reminder of the gap between film and reality, where syndromes like progeria or Ehlers-Danlos offer no magical rejuvenation, but rather a persistent struggle for survival against the ravages of time from the very earliest years of life. Michelle Petrucciani was born with a body as fragile as crystal due to severe osteogenesis imperfecta. Standing less than 1 meter tall, his legs could not support him, and his bones could break from just a powerful sneeze. However, inside that tiny frame was a massive source of musical energy. From a very young age, Michelle found his own world on the piano keys. He played music with such passion, as if every note were a breath of life. When sitting at the piano, Michel was no longer a small man suffering from illness. He became a giant of jazz, mastering the stage with improvisational melodies and virtuoso technique. Because his legs were too short to reach the pedals, his father had to build a special device for him to use. Whenever his hands glided across the keys, the audience no longer saw an Osteogenesis Imperfecta patient, but only a free soul soaring amidst magical sounds. Michel Petrucciani's life was a symphony of will and passion. He worked relentlessly, as if knowing his time was short, leaving behind a massive musical legacy despite passing away at the age of 36. The melodies born from his pained yet aspirational body will forever resonate in people's hearts. If you heard his playing, would you believe in the power of the soul? Share your feelings in the comments. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to continue discovering these miracles. Mahendra Ahirwar once stood as a stark emblem of the harsh trials that nature can impose on the human body. Severe dystonia, coupled with pronounced weakening of his neck muscles, created a paradox of posture. His neck was bent completely backward, inverting his view of the world in an almost disorienting way. This was more than a mere physical deformity. It represented a collapse of the body's core support system, where the cervical spine could no longer resist the pull of gravity. Mahendra's life became a continuous ordeal trapped within a contorted frame, where even the smallest movement turned into a battle against the misfiring neural impulses that relentlessly tugged at his body. In 2016, an international humanitarian campaign opened a last glimmer of hope, placing Mahendra among the first to receive assistance. The most complex major spinal surgery. In the history of modern medical literature, straightening a bone structure that had been misaligned for years requires microscopic intervention techniques and absolute precision. Although his life ended shortly afterward due to unforeseen complications, Mahendra's journey was not in vain. He left behind a legacy of invaluable data and documents regarding spinal mechanics and the limitations of orthopedic surgery. This became a crucial chapter that brought medicine closer to rescuing similar cases in the future. Asher Nash was born with Down syndrome and a bright smile that can melt any heart. His story began when his mother, Megan, sent a photo of her son to an advertising agency, only to be rejected because they did not request photos of children with disabilities. Megan refused to accept that her son was excluded simply because of his differences, and decided to launch a powerful campaign on social media. She didn't demand surgery to change Asher's appearance, but called for a change in the way society perceives him. The power of the community created a massive wave of support, forcing the fashion brand OshKosh B'gosh to change their decision and invite Asher to be the face of their campaign. The image of a boy with the distinctive eyes of Down syndrome appeared on large billboards, becoming a symbol of inclusion. This is not a story about cosmetic surgery, but a story about changing society's perception, accepting diversity, and the natural beauty of every individual. Asher Nash's journey has opened the door for many other children with disabilities to enter the world of modeling and advertising. The boy didn't need to change his facial features to be perfect, as his innocence and determination helped break down stereotypes. Asher proves that when we respect differences and stop trying to fix what nature has given us, the world becomes brighter and more humane than ever before. Famous for his role as Brick Heck in the television series The Middle, Atticus Shaffer captured the hearts of audiences with his intelligence and adorably quirky personality traits. However, few know that behind the on-screen humor is a tireless battle with Type 4 Osteogenesis Imperfecta. The condition has left him shorter in stature than his peers and with slightly bowed legs, but it has never diminished his confidence or his desire to dedicate himself to his art. Atticus did not choose to hide his condition. He has always shared it openly as an inevitable part of life. He considers himself a young warrior, learning to live in peace with fractures and pain. Instead of being self-conscious about his modest height, he turned that trait into a unique advantage, helping him create characters with depth and irresistible charm. Atticus proves that an actor's true ability lies in their capacity to transform into a role, not in their physical measurements. Atticus Shaffer's story is a source of inspiration for many children with rare diseases around the world. He teaches us never to let a medical diagnosis limit our dreams. With support from his family and ironclad determination, Atticus has walked the rose-strewn path of Hollywood on his very own glass legs. He is a testament to the fact that being different is the most powerful catalyst for us to shine in our own way. Whitney Weldon is facing FOP, a condition where soft tissues gradually turn into hard bone, creating a second skeleton that locks her body in place. From being an active young woman, she has had to watch her joints slowly stiffen permanently, stripping away even minimal flexibility and the ability to care for herself. Every minor injury could cause part of her body to turn to stone forever, trapping her within her own rigid shell. Her life feels like a race against time. Instead of giving up, Whitney chose to become a pioneering warrior in the medical research of rare diseases. She does not see herself as an unfortunate victim, but as a volunteer in new drug trials, hoping to find a cure for future generations. Whitney uses her influence to raise public awareness, refusing to let her wheelchair or the rigidity of her body limit her aspirations. She turns everyday challenges into motivation to speak out for the patient community. Whitney's will is sharp and steadfast like a diamond, shining brightly even as her body gradually turns to stone. She proves that true strength lies in hope that never fades in the face of adversity. Whitney fights not only for herself, but also for millions of FOP patients worldwide, carrying the message: "My body may be frozen, but my spirit always leads the way." José Mestre, a Portuguese man, lived for 4 decades behind a massive mask created by an extremely rare condition known as a cavernous hemangioma. Starting as a small birthmark on his lip, the tumor silently expanded, consuming every feature of his face and turning his life into a prolonged medical nightmare. This is more than just a shocking case of physical deformity. It is a testament to the cruelty of vascular tumors when left untreated, making basic acts like breathing and eating a daily struggle for survival. After 40 years of living in the shadows of stigma, José Mestre's journey to reclaim his identity became a symbol of hope when world-class specialists in Chicago accepted him for surgery. Through life and death hours on the operating table to dissect the multi-pound tumor, doctors performed a reconstructive miracle, restoring his ability to communicate and look at the world through his own eyes. The story of the man without a face is an invaluable medical record, reminding us of the power of modern medicine and the extraordinary human resilience in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Beatrice stands as a youthful icon in the battle against progeria, a genetic error that causes the body to age several times faster than normal. Her journey has become a focal point for modern gene therapies aimed at inhibiting the progerin protein, offering hope to unlock the secrets of reversing cellular damage in humans. Beatrice's fight is more than just a struggle for survival. It serves as invaluable experimental data, helping medical science decode the genetic damage that drives human aging. Bridget Jordan and her younger brother are among the very few people in the world diagnosed with Majewski type 2 skeletal dysplasia, leaving her with a height of just 69 centimeters. Despite her doll-like stature, Bridget carries an immense reservoir of energy. She chose not to undergo the risky limb-lengthening surgeries, instead focusing on maintaining her health and living life as vibrantly as possible, always finding joy in the simplest of things. The medical interventions for Bridget were primarily to manage the common bone and cardiovascular complications associated with her condition. Instead of lying on the operating table to add a few centimeters, she chose to stand on stage as the cheerleading captain at her university. The image of the petite girl soaring through the air with a confident smile has become an inspirational symbol for millions. Bridget proves that true aesthetics lie not in body size, but in attitude and resilience. Although she passed away in 2019, Bridget Jordan's legacy remains incredibly strong. She lived a full life, surpassing the limitations predicted by medicine. Her story reminds us that happiness does not come from having a body that meets society's standards, but from accepting ourselves and living fully with what we have. She turned her small stature into a launching pad to shine, proving that the human soul has no height limitations. Sparsh Shah is a young talent who commands the admiration of the world. Born with a severe form of brittle bone disease, Sparsh has endured over 125 bone fractures throughout his short life. At times, even the slightest movement could cause his bones to crack, confining him permanently to a wheelchair. Yet amidst the physical pain, Sparsh discovered music, a magical language that allows him to connect with the world beyond his body. He became a global phenomenon with his skillful rap covers, especially those of Eminem's songs. Sparsh does not just sing. He also composes and uses music to spread messages of faith and healing. His voice resonates with power, erasing all boundaries between a person with a disability and a true artist. When Sparsh sings, people no longer see a boy in a wheelchair, but a brilliant soul igniting the fire in millions of hearts. Beyond music, Sparsh Shah is also a speaker who uses his own physical fractures to talk about the resilience of the spirit. He believes every break makes him stronger, and every note is a remedy to heal a wounded soul. Sparsh is truly a vibrant flower blooming from the cracks of fate, radiating a powerful scent of hope. Do you believe that adversity is the catalyst for growth? Leave a comment. Hit like and subscribe to support our journey of spreading this extraordinary resilience. The 1998 fire in Ipswich could not break Terry Calvespert, but the toxicity of social media proved to be the real challenge. When anonymous users stole her images and subjected her to inhumane ridicule, Terry did not retreat. Instead, she stood tall to defend her dignity. She turned her scars into symbols of pride, proving that true resilience transcends physical imperfections, while also raising awareness about the impact of verbal abuse on the community. Terry Calvasbert's battle did not stop at the personal level. It erupted into a powerful legal wave, forcing authorities to take action. With the support of MP James Cartledge, she brought her voice from social media directly into the halls of Parliament to demand groundbreaking changes to cybersecurity laws. This is a costly lesson in digital responsibility, proving that determination can turn pain into a steel shield, protecting the community from toxicity in cyberspace. The De Silva family is a classic example of excellence dominant genetic variation, where polydactyly is no longer a defect, but becomes a recognized condition. Biological upgrade. With a complete skeletal and nerve system on all 6 fingers, they possess a superior mechanical advantage in complex activities such as playing musical instruments or catching golf. This is a valuable document on how gene mutations can interact with the environment to create these characteristics. Evolutionary variant. Fully functional, it challenges the conventional definition of human body perfection. The stories you've just witnessed are not only extraordinary phenomena of the human body, but also powerful testaments to the strength of the human spirit in overcoming every challenge. Every scar, every difference tells a story of courage, resilience, and self-belief. Let these extraordinary journeys remind us that true beauty doesn't lie in appearance, but in a strong spirit and a compassionate heart. If you feel inspired, don't forget to like, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to continue exploring more incredible stories.